Olympia says it is considering closing a couple schools because they're broke. The problem is they're spending an awful lot of money on stuff that's woke. Let's get to it in our segment, Unbelievable. Thanks, Nicole. Nicole's, I rhymed broke with woke, and Nicole's over there going, well done. Like, that's the best thing I've done all day. Good job, Brandi. So this story comes from our friend Alicia Perkins, who runs a blog called OSD Rescue on Substack. I highly recommend you check it out. But all of our good stories we get on the Olympia School District usually originate with documents that Alicia Perkins dug up. So thank you, Alicia Perkins, our Olympia correspondent extraordinaire. So the Olympia School District, and we've heard this from other school districts, we have no money. And it's because a lot of school districts got temporary funds, spent it on stuff that isn't a temporary cost, and then they're like, what are we going to do? Olympia School District, no different.
Yeah, they just assumed that the legislature would give them more money last year.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is called budgeting. We all have to do it. Welcome. So this is from the Olympia School Board puts forward plan to close Madison, McKinney elementary schools. The proposal to close the two schools was made by board member Scott Cliffhorn, who said he originally had 5 schools in mind to consolidate to make up for the $3.5 million looming deficit. His original plan included Madison, McKinney, LP Brown, and Boston Harbor elementary schools, plus Reeves Middle School. First of all, $3.5 million in terms of the government cog and what we spend on education, you have to close 2 schools in order to make up for a $3.5 million gap. You give me your budget. Bring it on over. I will, in 10 seconds, find you ways to cut $3.5 million. I guarantee you. And maybe we can start with the $200,000 that you spent making bathrooms gender neutral. This is from Alicia Perkins, who got she got a public disclosure request with some information on a proposal for Capitol High School gender neutral restrooms. The entity that they contracted this with to do the work gave them an estimate of $161,900 plus Washington state sales tax to take a perfectly functional boys' restroom, remodel it, reconstruct, engineer, design, testing. What do you need to test? Inspection and taxes.
You have to pay for that?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You want me to go in and test it? Like, I can go in there and take a pee? Is that all you need to do? I don't get it. So that happened in April of 2023. They spent $200,000, and I'll show you a picture of the restrooms momentarily, but I also just want to note that also in April of 2023, remember, the board decided to slash funding for 4th grade band. And there were 2 parts to that. They said 4th grade band and wind instruments were racist, but they also said they had a budget deficit. So they're spending $200,000 remodeling a boys' bathroom into an all-gender restroom, and then they're also at the same time slashing 4th grade band, and now they're crying poverty. Which, hey, I gotta say though, seeing the pictures of this all-gender restroom, I appreciate that the doors touch at the top and bottom.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a gender
No, I
thing.
want that everywhere I go in public.
Yes.
I don't want you looking at my feet while I go to the bathroom, okay? I want some level of privacy.
It also has a little sound barrier, gives it a little bit of a sound barrier, and that's always nice.
Yeah, because I'm a little pee shy.
Oh, I'm very pee shy.
You are. I can go, and we got into pee talk on the show. If I know you, then it's fine. I got no problems. But in a public restroom, I'm kind of like, So anyway, absolutely ridiculous. Then at the same time that all of this is happening, they're crying poverty, they're cutting 4th grade racist wind instruments, they're spending $200,000 on gender neutral bathrooms while they say we've got to close 2 elementary schools. They're giving themselves raises and also spending money on really unnecessary training. Alicia says, while everyone was focused on dismantling systems, teachers received a permanent across-the-board 5.5% pay increase with temporary funding. The Knox Administrative Building continued to bloat, and in June 2023, administration received a 3.7% pay increase as well. Superintendent Patrick Murphy received a salary increase to $263,000 for the 2023-2024 school year. That's a $27,000 pay increase from his previous salary. It also does not include monthly mileage pay of $300, benefits, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, she writes, our board inexplicably added expenses like a $57,000 earmark for anti-ableist training. Yes, $57,000. to challenge ableism.
Is that for the speaker or the person giving the lesson? Because, wow, that's quite the gig.
I will accept even less than that
Yeah.
to teach you about not being ableist. Give me some of these government contracts. But yeah, if your kids go to Madison or McKinney elementary schools, you got to find a different elementary school for them to go to because, I mean, Olympia's got a lot of important stuff to spend money on, like gender-neutral bathrooms, like anti-ableist training, like raises for the superintendent and for faculty. So suck it up, parents. Just live with it. Thank you, Alicia. Wealth of good stuff on Olympia. And make sure you check out her Substack, OSD Rescue.